Hello, fellow robots out there in internet land. I am Sobertron, and welcome to the next episode of Titancraft Season 8 here on Tangotech's Patreon server. And as always, guys, if you want to join us here and the shenanigans we get up to, all the information you need is down in that description for Tangotech's Patreon page. Come check us out, join us. It's fun and fantastic. And somehow, I'm hearing a guardian shooting at me from way down there. There's an ocean monument down there, and that's really weird that sound travels that far. Anyway, last episode, we built this monstrosity of a building. It's great. Central focus point for our entire base is now done. And it's really the only thing that's on top of our massive floating city here. Is it really a city if there's only one building? I don't think it is, but that's semantics, honestly. It's semantics. So a little bit of life is going to happen to me in the next few weeks. Lots of craziness. So I'm trying to front load a bunch of videos, so we're just gonna kick things off. Like, I barely finished last episode, and I'm recording this episode. But yeah, we have lots to do, lots in store. And today, I want to tackle decorating that bad boy. At least some of it, inside, like right above my head. Kind of like where it looks like a mouth, almost. Not really, but whatever. We need to decorate this place. This is where our soon-to-be nether portal's gonna go. Right now, it's way down there. And it needs to go up there. So I need to do that. I need to move some stuff around. We need to decorate this place too. And as we decorate it, we're gonna reveal a little bit of the lore of our city. Yes, our city. Which I think I'll reveal the name today. I mean, it's not that difficult to figure out though. But I'm getting ahead of myself, like I always do. I gotta make sure that that is in fact where our portal goes, and it's gonna involve counting with sober. I'm done. Let me get the portal in. I want to get that centered. Make sure that we're the correct distance away, because I've got this room all done on a test server. It's good to go, so we just need to build it here now. So let me get the portal in, make sure it's in the right spot, and I will see you guys in a minute. So our new portal is in place, and it was in the exact right spot. I'm very happy I measured twice, though, because I would much rather it not be in the wrong spot. So I have a feeling that when I walk through this portal, I will connect to the same portal in the nether, but I have a feeling when I come back through, I'm going to end up down there. And this is why I didn't do the nether hub in the last episode. Because, yep, see, that worked fine. But I have a feeling it's going to reconnect. Let's wait a second. I have a feeling it's going to reconnect down there. We'll see in a second, which is fine. Yep. Thought so. I absolutely thought so. I was 100% right. So I don't know if even destroying that one's gonna work. I think I have to move up the other portal just because we are so much higher up here. We're at what? Y172, and that's probably sitting at about 70-ish. But I gotta do one more thing with this portal, and that's make it a little bit prettier. A little bit prettier. This might help some of you figure out what I've got going on here. So that goes there. Then I need that, and I think it goes up 4 more again. 2, 3, 4. Yep, and then that goes there. Okay. If only we could have circular portals in Minecraft. It would make my life that much easier. Okay, so that's in place now. Let's do that one. And then, let's see, where are we at? Just need to do the other 4 on this side now. And the circle thing might give it away. It might give it away for those of you who have been following me in these last few videos. Name me a sci-fi fantasy that has, you know, a circular portal and a city that moves. Come on, guys. It's not that difficult. I know you can do it. I know you can do it. I believe in you. Anyway, about that. Yeah, so that's good. That's done. Now we have to do the rest of decoration for this room. And I think I'm gonna... It's actually a multi-level room. There's some stuff down here, and then the staircase, obviously, and that goes to other things over here, and yeah. So I want this place... It's not a one-for-one recreation of the my inspiration, the source material, as it were. So I'm taking liberties here, and I'm using... Where's it at? Green terracotta. I thought about using green concrete. I thought it was too bright. I want it to be kind of alive in here and bright, but the green concrete was just a little bit too bright. Actually, I don't need the green yet, though, because I want to start work on the floor first. So I need some of that brown and then some of this brown. There we go. Brown concrete and brown terracotta. So, yeah, I'm just got to do the floor first, show you guys what that looks like. At least this lower level. I might go up into the upper level here too. I don't know yet. We'll see. We'll see what happens. You know, whatever strikes my mood. So let me get all that in. Try to make sure it's all lit up. I had some torches down just to make sure we didn't have zombies eating our face. So yeah, let me get all that done, and I'll see you guys in a minute. Guys, I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. Okay, you ready? It's a Stargate behind me. That's what we're doing here. We are building Atlantis from the Stargate franchise. Look it up. My city looks very much like it. I'll even fly down over here right now. You can just Google an image of Stargate Atlantis, and it will very much look like this. If you find like an overhead shot, this is very similar to how it is in the show, and our central building, you can see how it can be inspired by the central building of that show. It's almost impossible to make something to scale that will look good. So I think we've done a pretty good job in here thus far, and we've done a good job with the gate room, as it's going to be called from here on forth. Here henceforth, whatever, words, English, bad. Like I said, it's not show accurate, it's not franchise accurate, but I think the greens and browns look really good together. I wanted that kind of more earthy tone stuff. Get it? Because they're not on Earth, they're in another planet, in another galaxy. So yeah, it looks good. But yeah, this room, this at least lower level of the lower level is done, because there's going to be an upper level, and that's going to be the upper level of the lower level. Hi, Torch, can I get you back, please? Thank you. Where you go? There you are. So yeah, what we need to do next is these kind of, let's just call it the intermediary level. Yeah, that sounds good. On this side, we're actually going to have the gate control room is going to be right over here, overlooking the gate room itself, and then the director's office, the mission director of the Atlantis project. And then over here, we just got a simple conference room. But then eventually, we're going to have some stairs going up to other floors above this. But getting ahead of myself, like I always do, I really need to stop doing that. But yeah, when I get back, this entire kind of bottom level will be done, and then we can make our progress towards the upper level, because I really like what I'm doing up there. And I hope you guys do too, because it's going to be really cool. At least I think so. It's going to add a lot to the lore of what I can now officially call Atlantis. There you go. That's what we're doing. Stargate Atlantis. So let me build, and I will show you what I got when I get back. So I've made a lot of progress on this room over the last few hours, and I actually went back and watched the very first episode of Stargate Atlantis to try to get a little bit more inspiration on how I wanted things to look, because I am making some on-the-fly changes based off of, that are different than what I designed on the test server versus what I have here. Now, this one is one of those things that I'm a little bit hit or miss about. On the show, the stairs up to the next level absolutely have some text that glow. This is really the only way I can achieve this effect is with the sea lanterns with the carpet. Now, I wish we would have like the frog lights that are coming out in the next update, because it gets rid of that harsh border around the sea lanterns. It's a little bit more kind of combined into the color palette, and those green frog lights would look, I think, fantastic in this whole space. But, I use what I have available to me at the time. Over here on this side, I think I talked about it before, is kind of like the command center for everything. So all of these are like touchscreen displays, not windows, to include this one over here. And then back over here is like where the mission director for the Atlantis Expeditions office is. Now, normally this should just be a little bridge, but I couldn't really integrate it all that well because there's actually like exterior right below us over here. The space I'm really happy about, though, is this conference room over here. In the show, they've got these really large kind of rotating doors that open all at the same time, and having them all open like that kind of achieves the effect like you can walk into the conference room, and then once you're in and having a meeting, you can close those doors. I do want to do a little bit more decorating in here. All I had on me was azalea bushes to put everywhere, so that's all we got right now. And I do like the contrast of the colors in here with the really bright white iron doors with the green banners on them, and little cushions. But this place is I'm really, really, really enjoying how it's all coming together. Now, one of the other design choices that I changed from my own initial design is the ceiling here. Initially, I had a lot more of the spruce wood in there, but I didn't like it all that much. I wanted to eliminate it a bit, and I'm even thinking about tearing out all this level here and making it the brown concrete with the brown terracotta. I think it might look a little better, so I might try that and see what happens. So when I come back, this might be completely different. And then just having the woods on these kind of mid levels here. Now I want to talk about this next level here, which I'm not going to work on too much more. This is kind of an accidental level. The space I really need to build is above here for the next little bit of our project. This space just kind of naturally happened because I need a way to get stuff that's up here down into the gate room. So that's what this circle's for. But I ended up with a lot of excess space. Now, in the show, there were other things that were in the central tower, one of them being a medical bay. So I'm thinking about potentially putting the medical bay on one of these sides over here. And then on the opposite side here, I figure it's like a ready room for the security team. That way they're really close to the gate. They can just walk down those stairs. And in the event of an incursion into Atlantis, they can mount defensive positions along this upper balcony here. And then I'm even contemplating adding something that I just thought about a little bit ago. And that's like going out this back wall potentially and making a balcony out here somehow. I haven't figured it all out yet, but I might play with that in the near future and see if we can achieve that effect. The other thing I'm going to do in the future is make utilization of this space underneath these stairs over here, or beyond these stairs. It's kind of dead space, and I'm thinking about making like where the mission director's office is down over there. I figured it'd make a lot of sense for their kind of living quarters to be right here. That way they're close to all the action. Now, for this next bit, it's gonna be a very large room. It pretty much encompasses this entire space here, and it goes almost up to that ceiling there. So I want to lay some groundwork because the floor for this room is the ceiling for this lower level here. So I want to lay some blocks down, get things going, because this is one of my favorite rooms in this entire city. So I want to get it going. So I'm going to put some blocks down, kind of define the room, and then explain what's going to go inside of here. So once again, I have made some fairly significant progress over the last few hours. I probably went a little bit more than I should have, but I just got into a rhythm. I got into a groove, and this is what we got so far. So this room is very much, integrating what we have down there in our gate room with what can best be described as a landing bay, docking bay. So eventually, once the room is actually done, each of these little bays is going to fit a vessel, a craft, if you were, that is capable of traversing our Stargate down there. And I've sized them in such a way that if you pretend like that obsidian isn't there, these crafts, vessels, ships, if they were, fit through that ring right there. And they're relatively on scale with what they look like in the TV show, which honestly was very cool when I designed them. So I have a bit more work to do. Like I said, I'm out of materials though. Like this is all the brown concrete I have left and all the green terracotta. I went through an entire shulker of each. I've got a bit more of the brown terracotta, but I don't even think that's gonna last me. I really need to work on getting like a TNT blast chamber going because I'm going to need a lot of concrete in the future, and I have been making it all manually thus far. But yeah, this room still needs quite a bit of work done to it. I might make a couple other alterations too. I'm not so keen on having so much green, just stripes of green, so I might do what I did downstairs. Do I have any slabs? Slabs. And do like these little kind of shelvy things. I don't know yet. I'm not 100% sold on it. Because I think at that point you're adding in a lot of wood. So I don't know. I don't know yet. We'll see. We'll see if I decide to do that or not. But even without changing a thing in here, it's looking very cool. I love the shape of it. It's kind of a clover leaf. Kind of does this weird kind of wavy thing going in and out along the room. And I think it's looking really good. The other thing I want to play with is light sources. Right now, I've got torches everywhere because I needed to light it up while I was building. Mob spawning is definitely a consideration in this room because I've got a lot of like void spaces behind these walls. I actually heard a zombie earlier, and I spent about 10 minutes hunting him down, and he ended up being in this area. So I had to spawn-proof that. The other thing I need to do also is finish this ceiling, because you can see I'm trying to save on as many blocks as possible. So I'm coming back through later on and fixing all those holes I have in that ceiling right there. But imagine if this room was done and just walking in and seeing all that. I think it's great. This is why this room is probably my favorite room in the entire build, thus far anyway. But yeah, lots of work to do. Gotta get some more materials, and then I'll come back. And then the room's still going to be empty, because I want to probably build one of these ships, vessels, crafts, whatever I call them, on camera, because it takes like 3 minutes to build one of these, and I think they look really, really awesome. So I have a lot more progress done, guys. A lot more progress. This wasn't here before. I had to make a staircase to access the second level of our room because I had no way up there. So now there is. So that's good, I guess. Because I don't know how people would get into these transport vessels or cargo ships or whatever I called them earlier. Same stuff. But most of the room is done. I left the ceiling off purposefully because I think it looks a little bit better. It looks a little bit more grand to look at without the ceiling on. But it will be there very shortly. But right now, I wanted to build one of these things because they are super easy. They're tiny and they're kind of the scale, but it's hard to get the detail down on these ships because they are so small in real life. And I say real life, not really, because this isn't real. This is based off a TV show. Use your imagination, people. So these little ships are called puddle jumpers, and I think it's the best name for it. It's at least what the Stargate's crew calls them. Let's see, that there, because when the Stargate activates, it looks like a horizontal puddle, and these things jump through it. So I think it makes sense. Is that right? I think that's right. We'll fix it in a second. So there's that, and then I think we go slab next. I have it all in my inventory. Slab. So this should be one block farther. There we go, and then slab. And yep. Slab. And then here we've got stairs. I keep forgetting it's on my hotbar already. There's that. And there is that. So this is the basic outline of it. These, in the show, these things were like little thruster pods that would actually extend when the vessel was in motion. But when it's stored like this, it's just retracted in. It makes it a little bit more compact, which is great for our purposes because I would have no idea how I would have done that with those pods kind of in the out position. It would have looked very, very weird. Let's grab another... Actually, I think that's a block there. Yep. And then we do some... Nope, not that. We don't do that. We do this. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And those ones go like that. Boom. Now we're getting somewhere. Now, these things weren't big, but I think they were a little bit bigger than this. But it's a little bit hard to do that with our current blocks we have available to us. The next step is, I think this one is like this, and then like that, and then these ones go inverted the other way. This is done by me just to give it a little bit more room on the inside, at least the appearance of more room, because there really isn't more room. And then we need like a windshield. Windshield needs to be installed. I went with cyan because cyan is a pretty block. Love it. That's why it's everywhere in my base. Now this next bit, I'm trying to remember. It's not that. Is it this? That doesn't seem right. No, that's not right at all. It is the other way. I had a picture up, but I took it down for whatever reason. I'm regretting that decision now. Yeah, that's right. That's how it goes. And then over the top here, we just take a couple more slabs to give it a little roof. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. That's it. Done. Now, actually, I had a little ramp there. That ramp door opens and closes right there. Boom. That's how they get in and out. But for the size of it and for the speed at which it takes to build, I think it looks pretty good. Now, I'm not sure if this is the block I want to use. For right now, I am. But if you guys think of another block that you think might look better, let me know, because I would absolutely try it out and see. But Deep Slate, it's a great block. It's a nice dark color. These look okay in stone bricks as well. But the Deep Slate, I think, just gives it a little bit more kind of sci-fi feel to it. Is that a word? Sci-fi? Maybe? I don't know. But yeah, I just have to build 6 more of those. I leave this one open just because it looks better when you walk into this room from this level and there's nothing obstructing your vision. So that's just an aesthetic thing. So I just have to build 6 more of those in there, and there. And then cover this thing up with a ceiling, and it will be all done. So let me build the rest of this and finish up this room, and we can call it a day. So here we are, guys, the final result of all of our efforts for today, and I'm calling it, finally, I've officially called the Puddle Jumper Bay. Puddle Jumper Bay. Say that 3 times fast. I dare you. You can't do it, because I can't. It's impossible. Impossible. But yeah, you can see, like, walking in through this door over here, you can just see how amazing that shot is, and if I had another one right here, it would just ruin all of that aesthetic. But we got number 7 up there. He's sitting pretty. But yeah, essentially what these ships are designed to do is to go down this hole and then exit via the Stargate. There's also a retractable roof. I'm using air quotes there, by the way, that will allow the puddle jumpers to go up and out our central tower. But you can just see, boom, just fly right down here, float on down, and then when the Stargate's activated, boom, fire off into parts unknown. I love this. I love it. I hope you guys love it too. If you do, go ahead and leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe. I mean, look at this place. Look at it. It's fantastic. I got lots of plans still. I've got a few episodes in the hopper. I'm about to start recording probably instantly after this because I said earlier life gets in the way. But that's a story for another day. And until next time, you guys have a good one.